Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Womanity Africa on TOS TV network. Womanity Africa focuses on women economic empowerment as well as the sexual and health-related issues of women in Nigeria. My name is Falsat Bello, and on today's episode, we'll be talking about family planning policies and their impact on poor women in Nigeria. Now, I'm sure most of us are conversant with the term family planning, but it seems as though with the education and sensitization going on about family planning, some people, particularly women in the rural areas, do not really understand the concept behind family planning. Now talking about people from the rural communities, particularly women, I paid a visit to an IDP camp here in the FCT to engage some of them on what they know about family planning. Let's take a look at what some of these women had to say.
What I know concerning family planning, it helps women to train their child in a better way. At least you will give gap in between the children. When you born the first time, if you take family plan, let's say for 3 to 5 years, then before getting another one, the other child can equally help you. At least when you born a second baby, the first one can help you to go and bring 1 or 2 things while you are doing something. But if you do not give gap in between, you will see that the other baby cannot help himself and you are still carrying another baby. So it's inconvenience to a mother. And it makes the womb weaker when you are giving birth off and on. In this year you born, next year you born. So it makes women, they look older in time too.
We are here like 9 years to 8 years, some 10 years. So we don't have anybody came to us and teach you about family planning. That's why our women are just delivering somehow like that. But we thank God for this year. We have one organization that came. It's Dr. Chiso organization. They came here. They start this program since January, since August, a bit September, August. They came here, they teach us about the family planning, how we are going to do the family planning so that we give interval for our delivering kids, so that if you say, like now, if you deliver a pikin, you're supposed to give to rest like 3 years before you carry another baby, deliver another pikin. Because our condition that we are living in the camp is bad. Even it's not the condition, even we ourselves, we need rest. We need, if we deliver, we need to be strength before we carry another baby. And you cannot producing delivering child anyhow, and you cannot control them, you cannot give them the education, you cannot give them better food. At the end, you are the one that you are starting crying that those children are not hearing words, and they are the one that will give you headache.
Ina jin labarin family plan. Yana da kyau saboda wani suna yi su samu hutu, saboda wani za su ba ma yaran su yi gap, za su dan huta. Wani kuma matsalan haifuwa yana ba shi wahala sai su daina haifuwa. To ai abin da wayansu suna ce ba sa so, wani yana bullar mishi da jini, wani kuma za ki ga baya karɓe shi, wani ko ya ramar da shi, wani kuma ya hura shi. To wayansu bai karɓe su bane, shi yasa wayansu ba sa so. Amma da ya kamata dai a ce su masu yi kokari su kawo, sai su gwada jini mutum yadda zai musu kyau, a gwada jininsu wanda zai iya karɓe su, wanda ba wani matsalan ko jini ko ya ramar da su.
As you can see, we have the clinic there where they are taking their family planning, but it is not all of them that is taking. We are still, even me as I'm talking to you, we are still confusing some women to take it because some women did not believe in that family planning. Some of them will tell you that I just give only one birth, so I need to born 3 or 4 or 5 before taking family planning. Some of them, they will tell that their husband does not accept that. So it will keep on telling them. Some of them, they will say that when they take the family planning, they used to hear that some women used to bleed very well. So they'll say they used to, getting fat. Some they'll say they will get lean. So different excuses some of them used to bring.
As I explained the meaning of the family planning to them, and they understand the disadvantages and the advantages. Now they agree, they are taking the family planning. We not stop here. I'm calling people from another camps because we have 18 camps. It's not only this one in this Abuja. And we are telling them that it's free of charge, because sometimes they will tell us that, mommy, we don't have money. So we continue to deliver. I say, no, this is not the complaint. No, Sishi, come and do the family planning. It will help you. Your body go rest.
And that is how it went down at the IDP camp here in the FCT. Judging from what we've heard these women say, some of them actually do know about family planning. Not only do they know about family planning, they also practice family planning. Now joining us live in the studio are two special guests. We have Mrs. Hajara Onubaye, Designation Family Planning Provider, FCT Primary Healthcare Board, and Mrs. Agnes Joseph Sheko, Designation Social Mobilization Officer with Breakthrough Action Nigeria. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you.
I want us to assume that myself and the viewers do not know about family planning. Please, can you explain in detail what family planning is?
Thank you. Family planning is a way of life where an individual or couples decide to take, to space their childbirth, not only spacing, then decide to have it when they want to have it with the use of modern family planning method. That is the definition of family planning.
Okay. So can you tell us the methods? I know there are different methods of family planning. Can you tell us the different methods of family planning?
Yes, we have different methods of family planning, the modern different method of family planning. Starting from the oral pigs that are of two types. We have the combined hormone, it is called COC, that is it's a combination of two hormones. Then we have the single hormone, that is estrogen alone, that is for breastfeeding mothers, people that newly give birth, that their baby is not up to 7 months. That is the one they take. Then the combined hormone is for everybody. That is the oral pigs. Then we have the injectable. The injectable, all of us know what is injection. That is given, that is injected muscularly, that is either in the thighs or in the buttocks of a woman. Then there are three types. We have the nourishment, which is for 2 months. We have the depot profile, which is for 3 months. Then we have the Sana press, which is for 3 months. All family planning method. This, when you take it consistently and you take it at the right time, it prevents you from pregnancy as long as you want to rest. That is the injectable. Then we have the IUD. The IUD, all of us know. The IUD is the one that is inserted into the uterus that lasts for 12 years. But that lasts for 12 years does not mean that you leave it for 12 years. You can decide to insert it today and decide to remove it tomorrow. It depends on an individual. It depends on you. But the duration of effectiveness is 12 years. That is the IUD. And it's of two types. We have the hormonal and the plain IUD. Then we have the implant. The implant is two types too. The implant is the one they inserted into the upper arm of either the right hand or the left hand. And we have the Jadel, which is for 5 years, and we have the implanter, which is for 3 years. All work well if after all counseling and all these things, you choose to do it, you follow up your appointment. It serves you as the year you want to use it for. That is the implant. Then we come to the condom. All of us know what is condom. Condom is not only for family planning, it is a dual protection. It protects you from pregnancy and at the same time, it's for protection from STI. What is STI? Sexually transmitted disease. Then, after all this, we have the one we call permanent family planning. A woman had come and said, I've had enough. I don't want to take any of the method. I want to have a semi-minor surgery where the tubes are tight. Tie the tubes. This one is done by a specialist, by doctors that are trained on that. Some might not be even that the woman opts for it. Maybe in the course of her delivery, she could have 1 or 2 health challenges. Then the doctors and the husband and herself will decide to say, it's okay, enough of this, let us put a stop to it. That is the permanent family planning.
Talking about family planning policies in Nigeria, the government said it would be committed to giving free access to family planning commodities by 2018. Do you think the government has achieved that so far?
Okay, thank you for that. So we've been working with the government, partnering with them. As I said, I work with Breakthrough Action Nigeria, and to be sincere, the government have done their own part of actually providing these free commodities, but not without challenges. So the commodities are provided, but we don't just need commodities to provide family planning. We need consumables. But when government is not giving us the consumables, definitely we will have challenges. So you still see situations where women are asked to pay a little sum of money at the facility because they need to pay for those consumables. And when I talk about consumables, I'm talking about the hand gloves, the injections themselves, the syringe and needle, and when you want to do the insertion, you need other things, jig and all that. But government is not providing that. So usually they just bring the raw commodities and just drop at the facility. We need all those things. So because of that, women are asked to pay something, or couple coming for family planning are asked to pay something, some amount. So they don't tend to get it free. But again, federal government has provided, states are supposed to take it to the facilities, but there's always this one problem or the other, that then data. Data is another problem. When the facilities themselves don't want to provide data, there's a big problem. We need data to take these policies and also take decisions. So if the data is not forthcoming, then there will be shortage of commodities or a break in transmission and all that, having challenges.
So about the health benefits and importance, for you to convince a person that, they should take up family planning, what can you tell them that, you're going to benefit this, these are the importance, this is what you gain from family planning? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so Breakthrough Action Nigeria is a social and behavior change communication organization. And when we say about that, what we do is, how do we convince people to move from point A to point B? So from a woman we meet in the community who doesn't want to take up this family planning, how do we change her behavior? How do we make her to go to the facility and accept this? So there's something here we use, very pictorial, colorful, and easy to understand. It's called a flip chart. And it's in a way where every woman we meet or a couple we meet in the facility, in the community, will be able to understand why they should move from point A to B. As you can see how colorful it is. Here we talk about the benefits, and we also distributed these benefits into groups. What is the benefit to the mother, the woman herself? What are the benefits to the father himself? And what are the benefits that the child will have? So these are pictorial, and as you see it has a lot of information that will guide whoever is talking to the woman. So this is a flip chart, and we're talking about the benefits to the mother. The mother will have time. The children she has will grow, and they will support her, right? She will have time for herself, and the other children will support her in taking care of the other children. And she will pursue her career. If she wants to go back to school, she will be able to go back to school. She will achieve certificates in school and also have children when she needs them. You understand? If it's a business, she'll be able to grow in her business. This is not talking about the benefit to the child. The child will grow well. The child will be very strong and healthy because the parents will pay attention to him and feed him well. And again, it has a way of making the mother to do the exclusive breastfeeding when she has time, because she's no longer pregnant now, so she can pay attention to this child and bring in that exclusive breastfeeding, which also helps with the child's growth, his nutrition and everything, and he will be very intelligent in school. So it helps them with all of that. The child will be able to be on his own, to do assignments, not that all of them are depending on the mother or the father. The house will be clean and all that because everybody is old enough to keep things.
Who do you think should have access to family planning?
The productive age woman in Nigeria is 18 years to 49-year-old woman. It's not only women, it's okay. The productive age, both women and men, because the boys or the men come for condom. So let's say a productive age person.
So just as we saw at the IDP camp, these women, some of them actually know about this family planning. But I want you to tell us how you think these women, these vulnerable and marginalized women, can benefit from family planning.
As we said, we go around the communities. The IDP camps are not left out. As it is, we've visited these IDP camps during special days and even on normal days. Special days like the Contraceptive Day, World Contraceptive Day, which is always 26th of September. Monday this year, 26 September marks World Contraceptive Day. So we usually prioritize places like the IDP camps to pay advocacy and also do activities, sensitization on contraception. And again, for this group of people, what they need is more of engagement, sensitization. As you said, some of them are already practicing it because our community volunteers have been visiting them, doing house to house, going from one house to the other, telling them about the importance of childbirth spacing, which is family planning. And they also do something called community health dialogue, where we engage their men. So that you should know that family planning is not just a decision one person takes. So as married couples, they take it together. So the men need to be involved. For some women, they want to, but one of the challenges is that their husbands or their spouses are saying no. So we need the men to understand it so that they will allow them to take up these new methods. And then we need to also make the facility close to them. Yes, it should be accessible and make sure that these services, the commodities are available so that they will not visit and not get services, they won't come back again. So if they are available, anytime she goes, she will get it and she will be happy. She will tell her other colleagues in the IDP camps, please visit also. So we need to also look for advocates amongst them. Advocates, people who have done it, people who are enjoying the benefit, to also speak during activities, to say, I have done it and I've benefited from it. Being that we are in the same IDP camp, it's easier to convince others.
Another thing that could help the IDP or the vulnerable people to benefit from family planning is the organization of outreaches that we are already doing. Like we do outreaches in IDP in Durumi every month. When I mean outreach, where the services is taken to their doorstep. We are around, we are here. Those on appointment, those that are taking new. Normally what we do in such situations is that we use them, just like she said, amongst the women who is enjoying it, who knows what it is, to do that advocacy, to stencilize, to go around and tell them that this is it, we are going to come. So it's the same people within them that make that spread that information before we come. So with outreaches, we are able to catch them and take these services to their doorstep, and you will see that.
So in your final words, ma'am, what are the challenges involved in family planning?
Okay, so challenges, there are a lot of them. I will say some and my partner here will continue. But one is spousal disapproval. When a partner says no, the other cannot take it because we need them to agree before they go. Yes, but nowadays, although that is gradually weighing off, where couples are no longer needed, both of them in the facility before they take, and we no longer need a spousal signature or something. They should just come, because it has caused a lot of problems when a partner is saying no. The woman keeps giving birth even when she doesn't want. So now she's free to come, but let it just be that the husband has given her the approval, yes, so she's free to come. Then the other one is on the issue of fear of side effects. Fear of side effects, and mostly hearsay. When women just say, I heard that this, I heard that, myths and misconception here and there, they tend to stay because they have that fear. She has fear. She has not gone to a specialist to listen to the right information, but because of fear from what other colleagues or community members have said, she tends to stay. And these side effects are not entirely true the way they paint it out there. So she needs to come to specialists to hear and then take that decision.
Just like we said at the beginning, the government is not making consumable available, because when it was announced that August 1st, 2018, family plan is going to be totally free. You still meet some of them that will still tell you that, but they say it's free. Why do I have to pay for this? It is only the commodity that the government is making free. The consumable, the glove, the syringes, the cotton, all is not free. So by the time you charge them for such those small things, they tend to say, is it the nurses that is now collecting my money? This is not what the government says. So because of that, some of them might not come. Some of them, it is that information they take to their other neighbors that will say, you went, you paid, they have said it's free, it is these people. So we still have to start talking and tell them that this is what the government says. Government has tried. Because somebody somewhere is there paying for the commodity. So government has tried to have given us commodity. Please pay for the consumer. That is one of the challenges.
Thank you very much, Ma, for joining us in our studio today. We hope to see you some other time. And that's it on today's episode of Womanity Africa. I hope you've learned one or two on family planning. Do visit the nearest hospitals to get access to family planning commodities. Join us for another exciting episode of Womanity Africa. Bye-bye for now.